what's up, you guys? This is Warframe Guy Plays, and today on the snapshot, we finally have the review you have all been waiting for. Yes, it is the prized weapon in this Prime Access, and I know you guys are excited for the Kronen Prime. You're excited, right? No? Not even a little bit? Teensy tiny bit? Okay, let's just get this show on the road. Now, as always with all of these primed items, I'm going to go ahead and leave the links to the relics and drop locations down in the description box below, mainly because y'all know that I am not responsible enough to kind of keep track of when things get vaulted or if there are additional relics that are added in. I'm not trying to mess with all of that, but I do want to make you guys aware that this is available at Mastery Rank 8, so if you're not quite there to craft it and you really need this weapon, which I don't think you're going to, you can pick this up in the Zephyr Prime Access while it is still available. Okay, so before we jump in, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a stat comparison between the Kronen and the Kronen Prime. As you can see here, it got a 0.09 attack speed boost, and a part of me is like, man, you couldn't even just give it a full like 0.1, you had to give it a 0.09, but you know, that's besides the point. Its critical chance did go up by 7%, and its critical multiplier up to 2.0 from 1.5, so now it's kind of almost serviceable for a Blood Rush build. It did get a boost to its base damage by 1 point. I know you see a lot of greens there, but don't be fooled, it was just 1 point, and its status chance has gone up from 20 to 24, so 4% there. Statistically, it's nothing all too massive. I think the critical chance and the attack speed are probably the two things that kind of make this a bit better than it is. It makes it a little bit more palatable to stomach, but as you can see here, we did go ahead and use a condition overload build, mainly because of the fact that it does have a pretty good status chance, 62.4%. It's also mainly slash based, so that's why we went ahead and jumped in there with a viral. I did toss on Blood Rush just to make the most of some of these slash procs, you know, because we gotta cross our fingers and hope that, you know, when we hit it a million times over, that we'll be able to get a decent crit chance in there and to be able to go ahead and get some chunky slash procs that bypass the armor. So we also went in with the Organ Shatter because it did get a little bit of a critical multiplier boost. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you, when we use this, it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. However, am I going to say that this is my favorite weapon on the block? No, definitely not. It gets the job done, as you can see here. It makes pretty quick work of a 155. However, it does have a very limited range, which was definitely something that I was kind of hoping that they would improve with the Prime variant, because it really feels very short. So as you can see here, let's go ahead and pause the AI real quick, and we'll show you just how close it is, because this is, you know, this was one of my complaints. So 5 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters, like we gotta get within like 2 meter range, like we gotta get right on top of him in order to get it going. And as you can see here, even sliding right by him doesn't do the job. And here's the thing, I know that some people out there would probably go ahead and argue, well, you couldn't put primed reach on this, but as you guys know, if the base range is very short, you're really not going to see as much of a benefit from it. It's really like not even worth putting it on there. So part of me was kind of like, man, as much as I would love to like quench my thirst for this weapon's range and put on a primed reach just to see exactly how much we could get out of it, it almost does not feel like it's worth it at all. The only thing that I will say about this is that I do kind of enjoy Sovereign Outcast's moveset, and it's probably a moveset that I haven't used in quite a long time, so it's nice and refreshing in that way. However, I do have to say that, you know, beyond this, the weapon feels kind of a little bit unspectacular. I mean, we've seen really cool things out of the Venka Prime in the past with its custom multiplier, and I was just kind of hoping that we would see something interesting with this one. It definitely feels okay. I have to be straightforward with you. It does not feel bad, because as you can see, it makes short work of a level 155 Bombard. And to say that it's bad would be a lie, because it's not bad. Is it great, however? Is it stunning? I mean, we're taking a look at Zephyr Prime, we're taking a look at Tyron Prime, like, all of those are, like, a bit mind-blowing for me, and then we get the Kronen, and, okay, its base wasn't much to work with. Its base was not spectacular, so you know, you can't really hate it for that level, you know, because it's come a way, it just hasn't come a very long way. And that's, I think, the issue, that it just doesn't shine as brightly as the rest of this Prime Access. So, you know, with that said, can we talk? Okay, let's be real. So we all know that the Kronen Prime was not what we were excited for in this Prime Access. Zephyr Prime is looking all fly as hell. The Tyron got 3 different fire modes. And what did the Kronen Prime get? Oh yeah, Mastery Rank 8. It didn't even break into the double digits. It's like that one friend who can never keep a job or a man or pay their rent on time. Legitimately, we just get ecstatic when they tell us they tested negative for gonorrhea. They get claps for no clap. That is how bad it is. Now, we could run around and be assholes about it, but what is that gonna solve? You're gonna shame them into being better. Calling them a piece of trash ain't gonna magically inspire them into 20% more crit and 5 more meters of base range. You're gonna need to pray for some divine intervention on that one. So what can we do? Easy. Take their asses out to brunch, compliment them on the fact that they have finally started to use protection, and just in the nick of time for that last weekend's double penetration, because let's face it, that is the best we are gonna get out of them. And after we send them on their merry way, we get to go home to our pristine Zephyr and Tyron Prime, and we get to appreciate how good they are in comparison, because we can never truly appreciate how good we have it till we have brunch with how bad we could have had it. And with that said, let's get back to the snapshot. So all in all, the Kronen Prime isn't half bad. I think the real big issue with it is the fact that it's not mind-blowing. And I think that DE has missed a big opportunity here because of the fact that this is the first of the Tonfas to get primed, that we could have had something very, very imaginative, something a little bit different for this one. I mean, we've already seen it in the past with the Venka being able to have its own individual combo multiplier. We've seen it with the Euphona having 2 different fire modes, the Tyron having 3 different fire modes, and even the Ceranos Prime firing off a different spread of arrows, something that we haven't seen before, to make it a little bit unique and different. And I was kind of crossing my fingers that we would go ahead and see that with the Kronen, because I don't really know that many people that use Tonfas, so it would have been great for them to capitalize on this opportunity and be like, hey, look what cool thing we can do with this one. However, to call it a bad weapon, I don't think that's 100% true. I think the only thing that's bad is kind of the wasted potential that comes along with it. Regardless, I'm really, really curious to see how you guys feel about this weapon in the comments below. Be civil and be nice. I mean, we already know that it's not the greatest out there, so it's kind of like trashing it any further really ain't gonna help the situation. I mean, maybe we could throw a little pity party for the Kronen Prime, for all that could have been with the Kronen Prime, down in the comments below. But that about does it for me for now. So as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and don't think that the gay factor is gonna come back very often. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.